Ya'ate and aloha, teachers and students. The purpose of this morning's announcement is to bring you some sad news. Over the weekend, our colleague and teacher and friend, Mr. Tony Boggess, passed away. Many of you have had Mr. Boggess and have him this year as a teacher. And you know that he has been suffering from cancer. Specifically, the cancer that he's been suffering from is colon cancer. And finally, over the weekend, that cancer took his life. It's a sad time for many of us, especially for some of the teachers on our staff who have been very close friends with Mr. Boggess for a long, long time. And I know that many of you, if not all, have experienced loss in your life. And many of you students, and once again, maybe perhaps all of you, know someone that has suffered from cancer. And so what I wanted to do at this time was to invite everyone to observe a moment of silence on behalf of Mr. Tony Boggess, that we can honor and celebrate his life in that moment of silence. Teachers and students, at the end of the quote there, it says, "Only the educated are free." And when I think about Mr. Boggess, what a wonderful man he was. And like many of us who teach you and work here at Granite Park, he was inspired by a teacher in his life. And he was inspired to go into the field of education because he wanted to make a difference in the lives of youth and in the lives of tomorrow's leaders. And that's why Mr. Boggess became a teacher, and he was a wonderful teacher, and he was a wonderful colleague and friend. He always made us laugh, and he always, whenever I went to observe his classes, it was always fun, it was always engaging. But students, you know, if you've had him, he held you to high standards because Mr. Boggess understood that only the educated are free, free from oppression, free from ignorance, and free from other people having to make choices for you. And that's why he went into education, because he wanted you to be free to choose the path and the life that you would like to live, to choose the occupation and the lifestyle you would like to one day have. And Mr. Boggess understood that education was the only way to make that happen. And so one way that I invite you to celebrate his life as we begin the new quarter, and actually for the rest of the year, is to try your hardest in school, to think about your dreams and to dream big, and to understand that education is your ticket to making those dreams become a reality. For those of you who are in Mr. Boggess's class, you know that you have a long-term substitute, Mr. Ward, and perhaps that teacher might change in the near future. I'm not sure yet. But one way that you can honor Mr. Boggess is to give your teachers the same kind of respect and love and admiration that you would give to Mr. Boggess, to give it to the teachers who are teaching in his place. And so once again, today we take the time and the opportunity to celebrate the life of Mr. Tony Boggess, one of our dear friends and teachers on the staff for many, many years, who has been a champion of education. He passed away this past weekend, and we will do everything we can as a staff to help Mr. Boggess and his family through this time of sadness in their lives. Thank you and have a wonderful day.